Hey guys, what is going on? Lego Man Wunch there, and welcome back to another video where today we'll be taking a look at the Lego catalog for 2021 June to December. Although, firstly, I just want to quickly mention, I know that it's already September, and when this Lego catalog did come out in June, I was actually looking at Toyoed, because usually they sell the catalog for like $1, but it wasn't there in June, and then we went into like lockdown in Australia, so I wasn't really able to get this catalog until like maybe a week or 2 weeks ago. So I'm definitely really excited to go through it with you guys. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I really love with each of the magazines how they have a different front cover style depending on like what their new sort of theme is, depending on like the year. So for instance, we have video for this year or like this sort of chunk of the year, because each catalog gets split into like 6 months. So I really love how each catalog does have its own style instead of just using like the same one for each year. So first we have the Duplo. So I'll just sort of skim over that in case you are interested. Then we have the Lego Disney 4+ set with Mickey and Minnie Mouse, also with Goofy, Pluto, Donald Duck, and Daisy. So very interesting, but I wish we just got like a whole theme dedicated to like Mickey Mouse instead of having a 4+ sort of range, because then that way they could create some really awesome sets. Then we have some of the Lego Classic sets, so pretty interesting. I really like the ones with like the many different wheels, transparent bricks are very cool there, and also like the Around the World one, I think that one's really interesting. And then we have some more Disney, but more specifically with like princesses and all that, with like Cinderella, Tangled, The Little Mermaid, like the little book thingies, and then some like Beauty and the Beast, and then I'm not too sure like what that is. And then we have some Frozen 2 sets, I believe, so very interesting there. Then we have the Raya the Last Dragon. So interesting sets, but I think they're actually pretty expensive. And then we just have like an ad for Lego Life. And then we have some Lego Friends sets. I think these were from like last year maybe, or maybe some of like the amusement park ones. I definitely think they were from last year, I'm not 100% sure though. And then we just have some more Lego Friends sets. I really wish Lego City took inspiration from some of these sets, because in Lego Friends, they definitely have some really colourful and just awesome sets, which I would love to see, especially some of these sets here with like the elephants and all that. But I think for Lego City has taken on that inspiration, because with like the new sort of Lego City Safari sets, but I just wish they looked as awesome as this, because I definitely think they could do some really cool stuff. Then we just have some more Lego Friends. Then we have the Lego Dots. I'm actually surprised to see so much Lego Dots now. I was actually didn't really think they had that much. Then we have the video with like the beatbox thingies, and also like a little advertisement for this CMF series, and then some more video. And then we have some Lego Creator. Now I'm hoping to actually get that set, because I definitely think that looks really awesome, especially with the brick built version of a giraffe, because I think it's the first time we're getting a brick built version, or even a giraffe itself. And then we have this set here. Now I really love this set, I really love the design of it, but the only downfall for like the castle build is the dragon, because I really don't think it works. So without the dragon, I definitely think the castle build is really awesome. I love the design and color scheme for it. And I also really do want to get the 3-in-1 Ferris wheel from Lego Creator, because I really love the design for it, and I definitely think it looks really colourful and just looks really fun, no pun intended, to actually have in our Lego City. Then we just have some more like Lego 3-in-1 sets here. And then even some more. I also really like this set here. I definitely think that's a really nice like modern design to it. And then we have some of the Lego Super Mario / Lego Luigi sets. I think these are from like early this year. I also really like, that's probably one of my favorite Mario sets, because I just really love, I think it's like level 5, no, like world 5, with like the like the caterpillars. And then we just have like the Bowser's one. I actually do have that one too. I'm not really interested in the different costumes for Mario and Luigi because I just think they're like way too expensive. Because I think the last time I saw they were like $11. So I think they should just be like $3 because I definitely think for a small build and just like sort of two parts for like the Mario sort of suit is a lot more better at $3 than 11. Then we move into some Lego City. Nope, hold on. No, it's a bit broken, sorry about that. Then we have the Lego Minions sets for 4 plus. Not really interested in that, but it's really interesting how they're actually doing that and sort of expanding their range. And then we have the new Lego City set with like the road plates and all that. I'm not really interested in like these two sets, but I do really like the ramps and all that for like a skate park, but I just think it's a little too expensive. But I do really like the build for the modern house, and then interesting how they have the advent calendar, and then I like how you can all connect the different parts together with the roads. That's also a really interesting build for like a small sort of town area. Then we have the Lego police sets. Not too interested in that because I just think it's getting like old, just redoing police stations, coming off new sets. But I think they definitely have potential if they just have a completely new version of like a police station because it just looks really similar to the one we did get last year. Interesting idea with like the planes and all that for like a 4 plus set and like the sort of wind ones. And then we just have some fire station or like fire sets. And then we have like the great vehicles. Now I do have these two here and I definitely think they are really awesome. Then I have the road buggy trains, but I also do want to get the track because I definitely think that looks really awesome with like the color scheme and the design, especially for like the white bunny and then like the carrots, because that'd be my first sort of part for a carrot, so I'm interested for that. Then we have the expensive Lego like Underwater Explorer sets. Now, I must say, this one does interest me with like the glow in the dark. Oh, what is it? Oh, I forgot the name of like the creature. But I really like how we do get a glow in the dark version of that, and also like the sort of base Explorer base. But I just think it's a little too expensive compared to like the sets we did get like a few years ago based on a sort of similar idea. Then we have some of my favorite Lego City sets in quite a while. I really love the design of them, especially with the animals, with like the monkeys, the lions, and then also the elephants, and also I think that's a new version of a crocodile. So I'm definitely hopefully going to get these two sets because I just really love the look of them. Apart from the builds, I definitely think the builds are like the weakest part of this sort of new wave of safari sets. But apart from that, I definitely think the animals included are really cool. Then we have the Looney Tunes series. Now, I already do have two. I have the Sylvester and then also Speedy Gonzales. Hopefully, I will get more because I definitely think they are really awesome. Then we have the Infinity Sagas. I'm not a huge fan of them, but I like how they're going back to like the old movies when they didn't actually get a chance to actually build sets because they didn't have the license to it. So, interesting how they're doing that. And also really surprising how they made a new Avengers Endgame Final Battle set, considering like we only got one when Endgame came out, but I can see why, because that set did get a lot of hate, so I really like the new updated version. Then we just have some more Lego Avengers sets, like based on the game, I believe, especially for like that set. They're the mechs, the 4 plus set, also some more mechs here, and then the Spider-Man sort of HQ, some more Spider-Man sets. I would really love to see some sets based on the Spider-Man PS4 game because I definitely think they could do some really awesome stuff there. Then we have one page for the Lego DC. I'm really surprised because there's just so much more opportunity they could do with like Lego DC with like the Batman sets and all that, like Justice League, but they just have so much missed opportunity with that. And then we have some of the Monkey Kid sets. Now, I must say, I'm sort of growing on Monkey Kid because I definitely think some of the sets look really awesome, especially this one here, the legendary flower fruit mountain, but they're just way too expensive, because I definitely think they look really awesome for like the design, the minifigs are well detailed, but they're just really expensive. And I also really love the, oh, what's the name of it, the Monkey King Warrior mech, but they're just too expensive. And then we have some of the Ninjago sets for Season 15. Now, not a huge fan of this set here, but I really love the Hydro Bounty, because you do get all the ninja in the one set. So I really love that. You also do get the Prince. I'm not going to even try to pronounce that. I think it's like Calamara. And then you also do get like sort of a henchman. And then also I do want to get the Water Dragon, because I really love the design for the Water Dragon. And that's the only set you do get, like, for some reason it says like NRG Nia, but it's her as, oh, how did they pronounce it? Like, it was Nia, but I think it had a D at the end. But I definitely think that's a really awesome set. Then we have some of the legacy sets with the remaining two golden minifigs, which are Zane and Nia. And I must say, I'm a little disappointed in these sets, especially with the golden version of Nia, because her hair in the bandana, it just doesn't work as well as the other ninja. I just wish we got like a hairpiece for her, or a completely new version of her hair, apart from like the bandana, because I just don't think it works with her as well as the other ninja. I kind of do like the builds for the dragon and the ultrasonic raider, but I just not a huge fan of them. Then we have the 4+ set with Jay's mech, the Tournament of Elements, and then the 4 sort of ninja epic battle sets. I do actually have all of them. And then we have Zane's Titan mech, and then also the other sort of legacy sets. You can consider them, but there's only 3 with golden minifigs. I was actually surprised this one didn't have a golden minifig, because they could have done like the Overlord or something, or just like a golden version of Garmadon. That way we have like a golden version to celebrate the 20th anniversary, no, the 10th anniversary for like Ninjago, instead of just having all these sort of main characters as golden minifigs. Then we have some of these sets from the season 14, I believe, and then some of these sets from the previous season to that. Then we just have some of the Jurassic Parks sets. Not a huge fan of them, but I must say this one is definitely really interesting with like a skeleton version of a dinosaur, but I just don't think the head really works, because it does look a little strange compared to like a fully brick built one. And then we have some Lego Speed Champion sets. Not a huge fan of them, but if you are, just wow, it's only 2 pages. I didn't actually expect that. Then we have some of the Lego Harry Potter sets. I really like the books, but I just think for like $39, they are a little expensive for like a small build within a book, with like the book only consisting of like maybe 20 pieces minimum. I'm not really 100% sure, and then you do get 3 minifigs. So I think like for maybe $25, it'd be a little more worth it. But when they go on clearance, I may possibly pick some of my favorite ones out. Then we have some of the new versions of the Harry Potter sets. We have the Hogsmeade Village Visit. I do really love that set, so I hope to actually get it. Then we do have the Hogwarts Polyjuice Potion Mistake. I already do have that set. And then we have the Hogwarts Chamber of Secrets. Now, I'm really not going to get that set, because I just don't think it's worth it where we already have like a Great Hall. And then like, I also really love the color scheme on the original Great Hall, with like the grey and the sort of not cyan color, but I really love the overall color scheme for it. And then I also really want to get the Hogwarts Fluffy Encounter, just for like the golden minifigs, because I'm not going to worry about getting the other golden minifigs like Voldemort, Professor Quirrell, Snape. I just want to get like the 3 trio, because they come in the Hogwarts Village Visit, which is Ron, and then Hermione comes in that set there. And I definitely think these are probably these 2 sets are my favorite for like this wave of Harry Potter. Then we have the other sets for Harry Potter, and I hope to get all of them, because I only need like the Hagrid's Hut, and then the Astronomy Tower, the Fall River Drive, the Clock Tower, And then I think that's it, and also the attack on the bar and also Headwing until like I get the new wave set. Because I'm just really excited to get all the Harry Potter sets, and the only one I am missing is the, hopefully I'm pronouncing this correctly, the Beauxbatons Academy sort of carriage with like, I always forget her name, but the teacher or like the headmistress for that school, as well as I think Hagrid's in that set and like his U-Ball sort of uniform, which is a little strange, and then also like a couple of the Beauxbatons Academy sort of students. That's the only set I will be missing, but it doesn't worry me too much because I'm not really a huge fan of that set, but I'm definitely excited to actually complete, well, almost complete my Harry Potter collection apart from one set, and also getting some of the new Harry Potter sets, especially the Forks. I really love the design of that, possibly the Wizard's chest, and then, as I said, just these two sets. And also the Lego Harry Potter Advent Calendar for this year definitely does look really interesting, especially for the Diagon Alley version of Harry, because the only other set he did come in was the really expensive Diagon Alley set, so it's really great to see him in a cheap set. And then also the idea of like a game within the Advent Calendar definitely does sound really interesting, and I'm excited to see like how that could possibly work, but I definitely think the builds and the minifigs are probably like the strongest part about this Advent Calendar, and possibly like the best Advent Calendar from the other two that we did get last year and the year before that, but I'll have to wait and see. Then we have some of the Minecraft sets, and I'm still surprised to actually see Kai in a Minecraft set, and it actually does say Kai where like the characters are, but it is a little hard to see, but I just find that really funny and just strange. Then we just have some of like the new Minecraft sets. Then we have some of the Lego Star Wars, more specifically the Mandalorian sets. Apart from that one here, but these three are actually from the Mandalorian. So very interesting how they're sort of expanding their sort of Lego Star Wars theme and sets. And then we just have also another Mandalorian set. And then I think these are also from Mandalorian, but I'm not 100% sure. And then we just have some sets from the Bad Batch and then the Clone Wars, the final season. So very interesting with that set there. I definitely think that is a really awesome set for like the minifigs, especially for Ahsoka Tano and Darth Maul. And also the build is interesting. And then we just have like the Advent Calendar, some microfighters, and then also some more ships. And then we have an AT-AT, or the AT-AT. I swear this has been in like the catalogue for a couple of times, maybe like 2 years, almost, I'm not 100% sure. Then we have Yoda as well. I think he's been in it for a couple of times as well. And then we have the Millennium Falcon 4+ set, and then the Imperial Shutter. Then we just have an ad for Rebuild the World. I'm so interested and also excited to see what Rebuild the World is, because there's just so many advertisements throughout these Lego catalogs. I think it's been in a Lego catalog a couple of times in like previous years, so interested to see what it is. And also the ads for like Rebuild the World are also really interesting, so I'm excited to see what like this potential theme could hold. Some Technic sets, and then just a bright, colourful free magazine delivered to your door 4 times a year advertisement. And if you do want to click that, just definitely go ahead. So that is it. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video on the 2021 June to December Lego catalog, because as always with these types of videos, I really do enjoy going through the different themes and the different sets and showing my thoughts and opinions. But apart from that, I would definitely love to hear what you have to say about some of these sets down in the comments below. And as always, guys, hope you guys did enjoy this video, and again, this is so goodbye.